Okay.
Hey, you guys, it's Charlie. Today we got joining us Remy the Ripper, Milwaukee Matt, and Reg Lab. How you guys doing?
Just hanging in there, guys.
We got Gold Eagle joining us in chat here. My Adventures with Scuba Steve. How you doing? DB, PA Patriot. And then we're back at the top where it was Reg and Milwaukee Matt in here first. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the crowd to come in and join us tonight. I kind of goofed up and had it set up for Friday, so there might be some people that are confused about when it's supposed to start.
Yeah, I was wondering myself. I was like, wait a minute, he's going tonight? I thought that was tomorrow.
No, it's supposed to be Thursdays. I just clicked the wrong day.
No, I thought you hit a freebie.
I cannot get the computer to work, so I'm just going to have the phone over there pointing at me as I'm talking to the crowd and everybody else that's in here while we're running dirt. I have about half a bucket of dirt to run through that this guy, Doug, ran, collected the cons, and didn't go through it yet. So
I have so
So
much.
for
I have so much dirt. I don't have time. So.
yeah.
Plus, Charlie's a little better at doing it than I am.
Well, I also have a little bit better control with the sluice and everything like that because I have a dimmer switch wired into the sub pump, and it acts as a speed controller. I'm doing pretty good, Crystal. How you doing?
Welcome, Joseph. We got 406 in the house.
We got 7 awesome people in here already. So Matt, when are we going digging?
Oh,
It won't be a weekend thing. It'll be a day trip. So we got to figure out when we're doing this. All right, Joe. And hey, you'll actually be able to hear me talking to you in the Jeep now because there's a muffler on it.
I know we fixed the muffler. On one of your videos we fixed the muffler on the van, and then it took
Yeah, then the van blew up. Yeah.
Well, there went all that. I mean, at least we got some content on it.
Yeah, your audio is like up and down, but I don't know if you're getting like text messages or notifications or something, but your audio drops like every once in a while.
Use my phone.
Could just be the range of his microphone on the phone.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Hold the dang thing. I had it propped up on the bed and was holding it with neck pillows.
Yeah. When do you want me to come out for 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start cutting on that. Jericho messaged me today. But he messaged me. He messaged me on. On TikTok. I was like, okay, and he was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up? How you been? He's like, oh, I don't know. I think he reach 1,000? I think he was celebrating that he reached 1,000.
I think, yeah, he reached 1,000 subs already.
That was he was telling me about it. I was like, all right. Then I saw some of his other stuff because he posts a lot on TikTok, like he's always on TikTok. All that lasering.
But you still didn't answer the question. So when are we going digging? And where?
Well,
he goes, oh. That was like a Napoleon Dynamite moment right there.
Yeah. But his issue is that the waders that he has holes in them.
No, my brother gave me my brother gave me new waders. I got brand new waders, dude.
Okay, then we need to break them in.
I will. I got a lot of stuff going on, so like we need to talk, and I don't know. Yeah, we need to talk when we're not on live.
Jeez.
Figure it out. I don't know. I would imagine Nugget.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a full weekend trip. We can only go for a day.
It's going to be a very long day. We're going to get up. I mean, it'd probably be a situation where I come up by you, and then we're gonna get up in the morning, and hopefully it's not snowing. And
yeah, but the snowing makes it more interesting.
Remember the last time.
hey! But at least this time, Matt, we have a vehicle with 4-wheel drive.
Now you know how that last one went, but there was a whole lot of craziness and slipping and sliding and riding ice chunks down the
Yeah.
river. Yeah. So
My brother went out there and started jumping on some of this ice in an area that's usually like ankle deep. It's usually about ankle deep, and he went to go step off the chunk as it was starting to float and went down to his waist, like almost up to like the edge of his bibs. And had to climb out of the water.
we dug a fishing hole to go dig gold, basically.
Through 2 layers of ice, yes.
We dug an ice fishing hole and then started shoveling dirt out of it once we got.
I guess I'm a bump on a log.
It was
Thanks,
fun.
PA. Love you too, buddy.
Come up here, PA.
Get
The link is
Joel
pinned at the top of chat.
I was actually texting and thinking about some stuff, so I was just doing some like business text. Sorry about that. I was trying to like ignore everybody.
It happens. Sometimes I'm over here doing the same thing.
You know, business call. You got to take it.
Yeah, so if everybody could, please share this out. Let's get some more people in here. Have some fun.
Poughkeepsie's 856, ain't it? Gold Eagle. 856, 846, some shit like that. I used to go down there. He's not too far off from me. It's kind of cool.
Feel
You
kind of
get
out of
all the-
place. The only Canadian here right now.
Oh, stop.
Well, I did send the link to
403.
Travis. I did send the link to Travis, so
Travis. Oh,
thanks for that, Joseph.
Travis in the house.
Not yet,
No,
but I
was
did
just-
send him the backdoor key, so
Yeah, that was the funny thing too. Like I met him on TikTok as well. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh, shit.
I was like, "Hey, why don't you come over and hang out?" He was like, "Okay." Like I sent him the link, and like, boop. Like he's been here more than I have.
anytime, Crystal. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I would say we go to Nugget, man.
Well, yeah, just in the day that me and Mike went, we got a total of 0.350,
Did you
and that was
run?
seven buckets of dirt.
Did you run my sluice too?
Yeah.
How much content out of that? Maybe a quarter bucket, half bucket.
About half bucket.
I mean, it's dark though. It holds on to what it needs to, and it gets rid of the rest. Honestly, that thing works amazing. It's really easy to set up.
Yeah, it's almost like slap and go.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it also does help that we have a pretty good established dam by where we dig. So
Right. We're kind of, we're on the mark too. So, but we know. where
Yeah,
we're
you
at.
guys have a nice little step to work from. That's like a lot of creeks. Like,
Well, the problem is Jason's between us and where my other one is. So I'm like, well, do we just go to Jason's spot or do we go and hang out at my spot?
we're just gonna keep working our way down. At least that's what I'm gonna do.
see over
Take
here.
Whole creek from
we have-
bank to bank, about 5 feet down,
Yeah.
12 feet at a time.
Well, and then here's the other part. Anything that we wash out is going to wash down and we'll pick it up later.
Exactly.
Make a dam and it's going to build up behind it. And then
Muckraker prospecting. Hello.
Have you talked
But yeah,
about
it's there's still quite a bit of gold left over on that one side by where we typically put all of our stuff when we come down, because that's where I got that. And like I said, out of 7 buckets, I got 0.350.
You talking about where you slide down the hill, or do you talk about where we go to your dam?
No, over by my dam, like the side closest to the bank where we put all of our stuff down.
Yeah, that side. You talking about that side bend, that big inside bend.
Yeah, along the inside bend there.
Well, if it's in there, like that whole thing could be full of it for all we know.
Oh yeah, and there's a massive slab that me and Mike were digging into. Huge flat rock that's in there that we're trying to get out of the way right now too.
On the other side, so opposite the tree.
Yes, on the inside bend.
That's crazy. There's rock in there.
Yeah.
That seemed like a big sandbar to me.
Nope. There's a bunch of rock about 18 inches down.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
That's crazy. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, that there's a lot of gold right there.
Holy crap. What? If that's like that, that whole thing is full of it.
Yeah.
On that side too. Oh, okay. Well, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, because there's a full shelf over that way that we can dig all the way up to the dam yet that's still got quite a bit of gold in it.
Right, and also on the opposite side, you know where that layer is that we found.
Yeah, I'm already hitting that rusty layer, dude. And
I
I
know,
only
but that thing
7 buckets.
at the other end, it was still going through there, and it was still about 6 inches to 9 inches thick.
Yeah.
And there was a clay layer right below it, and that's where all the gold was. It was sitting right on top of it.
Yeah, that's where we found the really good chunky stuff.
There's several layers of that. Not just one.
Yeah, there's like 5 different layers I went through.
The magnetite was awesome in there, though. Remember those agates we pulled out?
I love you, Dad.
Love you too, Joe. Come say hi.
Hi.
This is JoJo.
Hi.
She brought me some coffee.
You had some
That's so
coffee?
kind of you.
One day at school, on the ground, I found this.
She found a button at school.
It's a wooden black button.
Pretty
Nice
cool,
find.
right? You didn't even need a metal detector.
No,
Nope. And a metal detector wouldn't have picked that up anyway, Matt.
no.
It's a wooden.
It's a wooden button.
Oh, it's a wooden button.
Yeah. Maybe you get older and you go out with a metal detector and find the old Civil War buttons too.
Gold Eagle, if we start getting some super chats, we might.
And Dad, I gotta ask you something. When can you take us back to go look for those crystals?
They're closed for the winter.
Oh, but next summer?
Yeah, we can go next summer.
Eee.
She wants to go up here. They got these pits where the kids can dig for crystals, gemstones, and other stuff. And they also have like gem bags and things like that you can take to a trough and sit there and sift the dirt and everything out and collect all the stones and stuff.
Yeah,
The
that's
kids
really
had a fun time there. We were running there was 7 different trips that I went out with the Pike River Prospecting Group up there, the Wisconsin and Michigan Prospectors Club. That we had a buttload of cons and stuff that we had to end up going through. There was some rocker box cons that we had to do. There was a few other trips for different locations that we went and scouted out and checked out in the middle of nowhere. I actually had Matt come with to the 507 trip that or 1517 trip or something like that we went on. And What's up, T-Rep? How you doing?
I was actually at 1517 like 3 or 4 different times before Charlie ever went there, so I knew exactly where it was. I almost ran out of gas on the way there, so I had to turn around and go get gas. That was fun. We slept in our vehicles in the parking lot and had a little bonfire. It was awesome.
Yeah, but see, we won't have to do that next time, Matt. We got the pop-up.
That's right. That's right. We do.
What's that?
The camper.
Oh yeah.
With
Top
the
pop.
Oh, we made a pop.
that thing's still hanging on. Oh, God.
Yeah, the pop-up's still hanging on.
No, I'm talking about the hitch.
Yeah. Dude,
Well,
that hitch pulled the minivan back from Green Bay.
Man, you need to let me look at that again. I want to double check on that stuff because I mean, I know I'm a good welder, but there was not a lot of meat. I was just grasping at straws.
Dude, that thing is solid. It's solid.
He stuck enough stuff in it. I mean, everybody tells me I over-engineer my stuff, so it's not a bad thing.
But you got to take some pats on the back there. I said you did a good job. It worked out great.
I pulled a minivan, so I mean, and the trailer, like, states away, several different times. Critic of my own work,
All right, I turned up your mic, Matt.
Yeah, that was a bit low.
Better?
That's better.
Yeah,
Steve.
I don't know. Oh, my phone decides to do its own thing sometimes. No, I said I'm a critic of my own work.
It's called perfection.
That's what we strive for.
I can tell
Yeah,
you one thing, building my race bike was the first time that I had to tell myself, stop over engineering, because it has to be strong, but yet not overkill because you can't be heavy. So you have to do what you can to make it solid, but using minimal material.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to dial back on extra brackets and gussets and things that were just not necessary. But like up here, I'm like, yeah, put it there. It'll be beefy. And then I'm like, no, it's gonna be heavy as hell.
Well,
No.
here's the other part. You got to know where you're putting them because say you were to have to cut it apart. Now what? If you can't get a cutting wheel in there, now you just, ran yourself into a corner. So
I engineered my motorcycle from a GS 250, a Suzuki.
right.
I cut it in half
I'm
in
gonna-
certain points. Now
Okay.
there's a bunch of different beams. There's like your bottom bars for the belly tubes, and then it's a double tube frame. It doesn't have a single backbone, a single down tube. So it's got 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. Now it has 2 side brace bars that go down as well, right at the rear swing arm bolt. So there was 3 different places in the frame I had to cut it so I could jigsaw the thing apart and then add pieces back in to make it exactly the way it was, just 1 foot longer.
Here's a question though. So like I used to work for a foundry and we used to cast parts, right? And for Harley Davidson, so the back part where that part comes in is a cast part, and then they would have little holes and they would slide the tubes into it and then they would weld around it for the frame making. It was interesting.
Oh,
So
the
I've
jig?
also-
Yeah,
No,
it's a
they were-
motorcycle jig.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we'd make stuff for the V-Rod, Harley Davidson V-Rod, the soft
Yep.
tail. There was a couple other ones. So some of the main like curve parts were cast, and then they would just insert the tube, and then they would weld it, and that would be your framework, and whatever length the tubes were the tubes, they would just insert it into whatever jig, and they would just mass produce it. And then, like, back in 2010, when the economy took a dive, Harley had flooded the market, and they stopped making parts, so we ended up.
Sorry. But yeah, we got 13 awesome people in here. I think I'm going to take this phone over there, get it set up, and then start running some dirt. The computer's not hooking up to the Wi-Fi tonight, so I can't get the camera to come up. I'm just going to run as much dirt as I can while we're live, talking to people, talking to you guys. And then once we get all that dirt ran and concentrated down enough to where I can start panning it, good night, Joe. We'll end up going through the dirt and everything like that and seeing what we got out of that bucket. And then the next bucket would come up for the next live stream or whatever. And we'll just keep doing that until we get through all 7 buckets of dirt that Matt brought me.
Hey, I'm going to jump off here for a minute. I got to go talk to Jessica and the kids. I'll be in the background. I may
All right.
stop up. All right.
You have the link, so.
Yeah, I got it.
But get this.
I found my money.
Cool.
Mom, I found money.
That's a bit loud. Hey, Charlie.
What's up?
That's better. Oh, there you go. There, that's good.
Yeah, it's because that sub pump.
Yeah, well, no, the water splashing is what getting it.
Oh.
I remember a PA had to do that. Somebody had to do that through moderator for me because I didn't know how. I was running on mine and the water was too loud. And then I forgot to turn it back up next live stream. Yeah, Jason's got some pretty tough stuff with a lot of sulfides in it lately. That will definitely be a test. David's like, makes me want to pee. Be right back.
Shine some light on the situation over here.
PA, I know how you feel, brother.
PA's like, man, I wanted to get some of that James, but I'm so broke I can't pay attention. I'm so broke I can't pay attention, bro. I think we got a couple of us buddies here, a little broke. Got some screws loose. I do.
I just have a kid. I'm always broke.
Oh man, yeah. Well,
I'm glad I only have one.
I won't take none of them back, bro. But yeah, I wish I had thought about financial shit before I started knocking on somebody's door. It's a lot of money, dude.
Welcome, Eric Carter.
I was actually on the creek with Eric Carter down in Indiana.
Yeah, he swung by on my live earlier. Thanks, Eric. How you doing?
Yeah, it just depends on what time you were live earlier. Is like it would be when I was at work.
He's got $8 in his pocket. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I'm harder. See if I'm harder up. Let's
I
see.
have a whole nickel in my wallet.
All right, then never mind. Well, was that in your pocket or just in your wallet?
In my wallet.
All right, so it wasn't in your pocket? Okay.
No.
I got $6. They balling. We'll make it rain with $6. That's short-lived.
Hey, you know what you do is you take that $6, get quarters, go to the strip club, and make it hail.
It'll really rain then, bro. Honestly, I probably expect somebody to get kicked out over that one. To get dragged out the back door. $55-gallon aquarium. Those things are freaking cool, dude. Do you got a freshwater, saltwater, tropical setup? What do you got? But it is in your pocket in your pants over in the chair, though, right?
My wallet?
No, Joe Joe from over in New York. He's like, well, technically the $8 is in my pants over on the chair. So technically that is saying the man is not got pants on. 406. Wow, you guys are rich. My wife took my allowance. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I wish I had an allowance. I never even had one when I was a kid.
Right?
Go split that wood, boy, or you ain't going to hunting camp this weekend. Oh my God, I tell you what, you took hunting camp away from me when I was a kid, bud, and I'd do just about anything.
It's like, you know how I used to get money as a kid? My dad would make me work for it, and then he would take it.
Yeah, you want to eat this week? Here, good. Now that's mine. Now I go pay for your food.
For me, it was either go shovel the snow or I owe them $10.
Oh, PA got stripped of the allowance too. Man, you guys are bottle fed. My God. An allowance. I wish I had an allowance. He says first time. Oh, you must have been a bad boy. You're not in a doghouse, are you? It's Christmas time. The old ladies are getting all stingy about it. No, you ain't spending that money.
You're not getting that 5 gram bag of pagers.
You're not paying for another mining equipment tool. No. You've got 10 pans. You don't need another.
You want to go to what state to prospect?
Yeah. Wait, why are you going? You can't even buy a Lucy for 25 cents anymore, 406. Them dudes be charging 50 cents a stogie.
Yeah, that was almost hilarious. I almost grabbed the cup I used to dig the dirt out of the bucket because it's the same as the coffee cup I'm drinking out of right now.
Coffee's a little bit gritty there, Charlie.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, don't mind it. It was just ground this morning.
Culver, that's awesome of you to go help your dad out like that. I do that for my dad. He forces me to take money from him too. Like I can't tell him no. Like I'll be like, no, and I'll try to leave. No, and he'll literally want to throw hands over it.
That's where
He's
you,
like,
you
no,
get the work
all
done
right,
as
all
fast
right,
as you possibly can and then take off.
No, dude, he'd find the car next time I was at the house, and he would go over and sneak it somewhere in a pocket or in underneath the seat or something. You know what I mean? He's done that.
Put it in the visor.
He says 10 for 225. Yeah, that's
406. At least you guys still have pennies down there. Here in Canada, everything's rounded to the nearest 5.
Well, you guys don't have a 1 cent piece up there?
They
You never
eliminated
did?
the penny in Canada in 2012.
Oh, wow, that's
Then
recent.
why
too.
do we keep finding Canadian pennies in our change?
Because
Dude,
we have
keep
an overabundance of them that coin collectors still turn into the bank. The banks legally still have to take them because they are considered currency. However, they are no longer producing them and no longer accepting them as circulatory coins.
Well, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's just a way for them to scalp pennies.
Yeah, and then they can sell them for their own profits.
Hey, so you can technically call them penny pinchers.
Literally.
Oh, man.
Deducts.
And Culver said, my dad pulls guns. He knows I could take him now. That's awesome. I can't even hug my dad without being careful. He's got a bad neck vertebrae issue going on. I can't even give him a hug. It hurts him.
That wasn't something that was going to happen with my dad. My dad used to be a boxer, so.
My dad was a wrestler. Believe me, I've headbutted him and then rear headbutted him and put a glass over his head one time when we were fighting, and he had a rear naked choke on me like no other, bud. Like his life depended on that. You know what I mean? Like we went down to the ground after the freaking second headbutt, the backwards one on him, and oh, Mom and him were on top of me. I was probably 110, 120 pounds wet, 16 years old, standing up with these guys on top of me. But that was a while ago. That man definitely he was tough. He worked in a printing mill, rolling those giant rolls of paper around every day for 30 something years.
Yeah, that's not an easy job.
No, they closed. They gave them a month and a half and told them they needed to find new jobs, bud. There was grown men crying in the office, dude. They've been there waiting on their retirement and stuff. You know what I mean? They've been there since their 20s, taking care of their families. That's why I don't want to get into a job at this age. That's not my business because the math doesn't add up. I'm not going to get out of this if I work like the average sheep does. I have to make my own business and find a way to provide something that's going to make money for itself later because I messed up too much of my life and now I can't retire. I can't hold a job for 25, 30 years and have a retirement out of it. It's not, the numbers don't add up.
Yeah, I get that.
I feel so bad for him, dude. Like he worked his butt off, man, for 33 years. Literally, it was 33 years. And at 33 years, this man finally had the whole entire crew and everything brought into their work office. And they had explained, all right, this place is getting shut down. We can't afford to keep the doors open no more. You guys got a month and a half or 2 months to find new employment. and we're closing doors. And they did that too. You know what I mean? And I know that he's worked with people. A lot of those people in that warehouse had been there since their teen years. Their whole lives working there. That was Web Graphics in Queensbury, New York, if anybody was wondering. Yeah, they shut their doors on a lot of employees, and they left a lot of families in a real bad situation for that. I used to have some coins from Jerusalem that my grandmother brought back. They were 2-part coins. They're like gold in the center and silver on the outside. And they're 2-part pressed coins. Have you
I've
seen
got
them
a
like
fair
that?
number of foreign coins in my collection.
From Jerusalem? Any from over there?
I would have to look in my collection, but I think I do have some.
That's super cool. Yeah, she went over there to go to the wall and whatnot in Jerusalem because she was Catholic Christian, and she came back after using like your currency and getting it exchanged when you go there, so you have money. Like when she came back, she had a pocket full of change, and she had gave that to me. I ended up losing that somewhere in my childhood. They were super cool though, 2-piece coins.
Let's see.
Sorry to hear about your dad, Joseph.
Peru.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Peru.
Peru, huh? Cool.
Yeah, that's a Peruvian Nuevo Sol, as they call it.
Yeah. Is that a seal? Like a family looking seal on the back?
I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Oh,
I think it's like a Mayan calendar type thing.
that is super cool. Do you got any of the like ingot shaped ones that just like, the old ones that aren't perfectly concentric, like they slammed a weight on them?
No.
But I can't wait to find one like that, like a Roman coin or something. Like I'd pay for one.
I have a Viking replica coin.
Well, that would be cool to see. Let's see that.
Won't know until I stop the water, Matt.
David goes, coins from Mexico are half silver, half gold, just the color, not the precious metals.
Yeah, I got a couple of pesos.
I don't think I've ever seen a peso before. It's kind of weird, right? Like we have a lot of Hispanics here, and you don't see any. Well, not Hispanics, but you have a lot of Hispanics from Mexico that come up here, and they, like it's surprising to me that you don't see any money brought around here from them. I mean, we see Canadian, you know what I mean? Oh, why don't we see any Mexican pesos and stuff coming in?
Because they have to give it to all the coyotes first.
Oh, they keep their money and take ours. Not all of them. I don't mean to label everybody in general that is, Mexicans.
That's 5 peso.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's a 2-piece, just like the one that Grandma Chenier gave me. That is so cool. Except hers, the inner coin piece, it wasn't a perfect circle. It had the side edges on it, like that. Was that the peso you showed me? No,
Yep. That was a 5 peso I just showed you.
Which one had the like flat sides on it? It's circle, but it had like flat sides inside the depression.
Oh, that was
the
Peru.
Okay, yeah, that was a Peruvian coin, right?
Yeah, that one there.
Yep. So the inner piece of the coin that she gave me was shaped like that, the flat edges on it, and then the outside was a regular round coin.
Here's the Viking replica. It's got a sword on
Dude. Yeah, you see Charlie look real quick. I seen that. He just rubbernecked when you picked that up.
it.
Well, what's the other side look like?
Well, I heard Vikings, so.
Yeah. That is pretty nifty, bro. Nice. They actually had like concentric round coins.
They did.
Wow. I did not know that.
Usually they were lead barter tokens. But yeah.
Life barter tokens, like barter for your life with them.
No, lead, as in like what you
Oh,
find in a pencil.
okay.
Yeah.
I have half of my hearing in my right ear, so
No worries.
apologize.
I've got coins in here from the Bahamas. Yeah, bunch of world coins.
I just think like odd currency that we don't see, even just like small things from other countries that you don't see here. They intrigue me. You know what I mean? It's different. It's,
What about
it's
something
new.
like that?
Oh yeah, that's Korean.
China.
That's Chinese. Okay,
Yeah.
that was close. That was close.
Another Chinese bill.
Now
Beautiful artwork on it.
that's yen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that what is that? 10 million yen, or is that just 10 yen?
That's 10 won.
10 yuan.
Then I've got some Mongolian money in here.
Really? Oh, dude. That's
different.
yeah, that looks almost fake on the front, bud.
So that bill's worth 2 horses.
Well, that's Mongolia. That's their currency.
That's current.
Yeah.
That's cool. Look at that artwork, man. Dude, that is so freaking cool. Yeah, that's definitely new. You can see the holographic strip they have in it.
Yeah. Brazil.
Huh. Yeah, I don't
That
like
is
that.
different.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Look at the front. It looks the same.
Venezuela.
What is that? Is that a seal?
No, it's a bird.
You're a little close. It's blurred out. There you go.
What is David Vila saying horse shit, Charlie, about?
One of the old Canadian $1 bills. Before we went to the loonie. Then these guys should recognize this one.
Yeah, that's a $2 note. I got one in my wallet right now.
Look at the serial number on this one.
It's a I-16. Yeah, that's 6.
I-16-566-694B.
666, the root of all evil. Mark of the beast on money, man.
Kind of bummed I don't have those coins for my grandmother now. Darn it.
I've come across a few interesting things in my collecting.
Right.
I have a penny from Spain. That is smaller than a dime.
Yeah, some countries.
South African penny ones.
Yeah, some of those countries ended up using like stuff that was like half the size of our dime. They were like little tiny pieces. They had gold coins that were that small. Spain did. They were known for really small coins.
Yeah.
What is that gold coin they used to use? It's like it's like half the size of a dime, and it was pretty thin.
I
It was
believe those are
gold.
Mexican wedding tokens.
No. It's legit Spanish gold. It's a golden Spanish coin that was used back in the day, and it's like half of the diameter of a dime, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but it's definitely smaller than a dime, and it's thin. But they used to make it out of pure gold.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that one.
Yeah, that's something that they had brought up or found on not like the Oak Island, the War Room type deal thing. Not the
Yeah.
Oak Island show, but the one where they're doing stuff other than Oak Island.
Yeah.
They had one of their guys that does boats and ships and stuff, shipwrecks. So he had ended up finding a bunch of gold and silver coins in surplus on the ground that with this shipwreck that they were looking for. So he had went through, but they were like real tiny little gold coins, dude. Like I've never seen anything small like that. So it's kind of funny you just pulled that one up and it's very small, like the older gold ones they were doing. I'm gonna look into that right now. I don't see the.
So,
Yeah, that small. Yeah,
so
like
1
that.
gram Indian head replica. Silver.
Yeah, that's tiny too. Yeah, that's about the size of those gold coins I'm talking about. I'm gonna look on Google right here. I won't see you guys and whatnot, but I can still hear you. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Oh. Okay, because it looked like it had a Templar cross on it, bud. Actually, I think that's actually from the shipwreck. They've got some online eBay, $55,000.
Damn.
Shipwreck pirate gold coins. 1715 fleet shipwreck. Escudos 1702. Wow, that's a lot for one little gold coin, man. $55,000. Oh,
Well, the historical value of that is,
absolutely. Yeah. You can pretty much put whatever number you want on it.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's one of them. I got to look at this one here too. Yeah, they were Spanish escudos. 1705 Phillips. So it's either 1705 or 7. I think it was this one right here. Yeah, Spain 1712 gold escudos. Dublin, is that how you pronounce that?
I'm not
A
sure.
doubloon?
Oh, doubloon.
Yeah, doubloon coin. I think that may be bigger. I don't know.
I'm not going to be able to finish running this dirt until I get a new pump. My pump just took a shit.
Oh,
no.
God. That's not good.
I might just have to take the bottom apart. There might be something that's in there.
Maybe
yeah,
a sucked
probably
up
got
rock or something.
Yeah, you probably got the Empower.
Yeah, I think it might be a rock. But I do see like 10 pieces in the top of the mat. So,
what's up, Creed?
I guess we're going to go over and sit back down, I guess. Kids are not going to bed.
I think the weirdest coin in my collection comes from the Netherlands.
Wow, dude, a freaking square one?
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Whoa. Yep. Dude, that is awesome. I've never seen a square coin before. That is awesome. That's actually pretty thick too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, look at the thickness of that. It's at least saw blade width, right?
If you compare it to a Canadian coin, the 5-cent coin, it's about on par.
Yeah,
With our
that's a
nickel.
circular saw blade. That's 1/8 inch. Jeez. That's cool, man. I had never seen a square coin before. That's a present day coin.
Yep.
That's awesome.
This one here is somewhere in the Middle East.
Were they wheat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's sweet.
That's got like a perforated edge on it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've got one from the Bahamas here, which is similar but a little bit bigger in size.
That's pretty cool. Fancy.
So yeah, I
I've come
guess
across all
after the
sorts of
live
weird
stream here,
stuff.
I'm gonna spend some time and try and take that pump apart and see if there's just something down in the impeller, or if I got to replace the pump. I mean, I've had that sub pump for like 3-4 years now.
Are you like me and forget it in the friggin' water for like a week at a time?
It doesn't come out.
Yeah, there's your sign. I went down in the basement to pick mine up out of the tailings bin the other day, and I was like, oh crap, man, it's been like 3 months, 2 months, and it's been down there in the water, and I completely forgot there was water in it.
Well,
like, yeah, that's cute.
Before I brought everything inside and doing it in my studio here, I was doing it out in the garage, and there would be times that the tub would freeze solid with the sub pump still in there.
Yeah,
So I'm surprised it even worked as long as it did.
You're lucky it didn't crack the housing.
But I do have other pumps out there. It's just they're a little too intense for the cleanup sluice. They're more than big enough to even work as like a dredge pump.
Gold Eagle sent you a message down there in live chat, buddy.
That's awesome.
You know, I bought a bilge pump off of Amazon. I ended up having to return 3 of the damn things because they came pre-broken.
Oh, cute.
So I ended up going to Canadian Tire, which is like our Walmart up here, and ended up spending $80 buying one from Canadian Tire. Same freaking issue.
I paid for mine off from eBay, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like when you're getting yacht bilge pumps and you're trying to stay away from like the Chinese ones, yeah, I definitely paid like 120, 130 for a 2,000 gallon per hour, and that was an easy 130.
And
Yeah,
see,
they're not cheap.
I only bought an 1100.
Has anybody tried the 4,000 gallon per hour? That's like $75 over on Dream Prospecting or dreamprospector.com there. Has anybody tried that pump yet? There's one up online, 4,000 gallon per hour that they've got online, and it's $75 or $79 right now.
You talking about Prospector's Dream?
Yeah, they do the Vortex.
Most of their stuff is quality. I mean,
that's pretty darn cheap. That's the cheapest I've seen on the market, bro.
I've seen, like, I've used their sluices and their mats and stuff like that.
Right.
I haven't used any of the pumps or anything, but
yeah. No, I honestly want to know if anybody else had one, because I need that pump. Big boy.
Rocky Mountain says he got the 2,000 gallon one, but no.
Is that the same one? Is that the same one? Brand, Brad?
406 says I have the 3,500 GPH. Works awesome.
From Dream Prospector. Dream Prospecting.
Yeah.
What brand is that? So I can just look online other than on their page and see if I can match that price elsewhere.
Yeah, I still have that pool pump Milwaukee, Matt. That's something that we're gonna use for the
Dude, Culver. That's pretty funny. He's like, I found out that pumps don't like running on full tilt on 24. Bro, how hot was that water? You got yourself a hot tub, bud. For about 2 minutes, maybe. I'd be surprised if it ran on 24 volts for longer than a couple minutes. My 2000 draws 14 amps at full bore. At 12 volt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Matt, that pool pump is way more than what anyone is talking about right now. That's meant to circulate the water in an entire swimming pool.
Wait, 4,000 gallon isn't big enough for what? I never said what I needed it for.
No, he's saying it's not big enough.
Assumptions.
You know what happens when you assume, right?
Yeah.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Oh no, I definitely need to have way big pump, but I need big pump. Big pump, big battery. You ain't gonna be able to run a big, like I said, 2,000 gallon per hour right now is drawing 14 amp hour, bud. That's not like these little freaking pumps that everybody else are using, dude. And you're not gonna be able to use some small pump. It's just impossible. You're not gonna have pressure.
Yeah, not for what Remy wants to do.
No, I've already done testing with
course-
prototype, and I have prototype testing already done. It's successful. We just don't have enough water to have what I'm looking for. So I did my math. I added another pump on it, did my math again, and we need just a tad bit more than that. So let's just say I had 3 pumps strapped to the darn thing. You know what I'm saying? 3 pumps, my 2,000 and 2 other pumps strapped on there, and it wasn't enough. Just putting that into perspective, dude. Like it's not. It likes water. Water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Remy, the one that me and Matt have is even bigger than that one.
Oh, jeez. What, you guys build a bigger one?
No. We bought a bigger one. Like the one that you all have only has the 2 tubes. The one that we has 3 tubes running in the box.
What do you mean, man? Joe's my buddy. I bought both of them, bro. I got a 2 and a 3-footer.
Oh,
Gotta have them all, bro. And you know what? Maybe something a little bit special might be coming out that shop for your boy Remy. Y'all get to see a little something. I pulled his arm and told him I wanted a Christmas gift, so he might be putting it together for me, and you guys get to see it.
Well,
It's gonna be kick-ass. Dude. It's not a big tool. Just keep in mind, this thing will sit on your darn neck like a necklace. And you can walk down the river with it on your chest. But you can use it as a classifier as well. So you just stick it in a spot, take your scoop, and just test into it, throw it in your pan and see what you got. Okay, nope, pick the darn thing up, put it on your neck, walk down the river a little more, and set it in there and do it again. I got you guys. I bet I had to twist his arm a little bit. You know what I mean? He didn't want to make it. And I was like, come on, man. I was like, I need it to fit in my backpack. And I want to be able to carry it on my neck. I need you to make this thing for me. Can you make this? So I said, hey, that'd be a cool Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying, bro? I already made the stencil and stuff. He's already got the stencil drawn out and stuff for parts. And I'm like, hey, dude, that's super cool. We're going to do it because I think a lot of you guys are actually going to want one. It's going to be really cool, though. Like, could you just imagine, like, having your unit that's, like, on your neck and it can hold your tools? Like, look, this thing will go on your neck. You can put your garden trowel in it. You put your placer tool probe in it, and your little snuffer go down in it. And then you're walking down the creek. All you've got is your pan in your hand. Heck, if you've got a carabiner on there, hook it on your belt loop. Your hand's free, bud. Walk down the riverbank to test. You don't have to worry about carrying no units or sluice boxes. You just walk there, bud. You got a backpack on, it's going to have your day food or your drinks and stuff. That's about it. Maybe your camera and tripod. Like, minimalistic. You don't want to have a bunch of stuff when you're testing. And I'm trying to figure something cool out because I'm getting sick of average testing. I don't like it. The pans take too long. I can do it quick with a square pan, but it takes too long. I want it quicker. More convenient. I don't like walking on the rocks with my arthritis the way it is and having to carry a big shovel and all my parts and tools. And then it's like, this place isn't really panning out the way I thought it was going to. Let's move up here. It's not, it's not practical. Lightweight tools, small. 406 says his 1 3/4 inch output. What is that? 1 3/4 inch output draws 15 amps.
I think he's talking about the high banker.
Milwaukee.
Oh,
Matt,
he's got a
have
1
not seen
3/4
Jericho
inch.
tonight. I said Milwaukee Matt. I have not seen Jericho here tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't been here yet tonight. I sent him the link. Plus, he's got keys to the back door. Anyway.
Rocky Mountain, any of the Vortex mats, any of those Dream mats, they like high flow. Just like Green Mountain Gold Trap, they like high flow with a lot of velocity. Like it likes to move. If you don't have the water moving fast enough in a Vortex mat, it's going to lock up, but it ain't going to catch you crap. It'll catch you some, but really when you lock the Vortex cells up and they've have material not moving in it, you're not getting material exchange happening. It just acts as a flat carpet and everything will eventually fly out of it. Some of it will hold up, you know what I mean? But you got to have flow on those things. It really does, especially the big Vortex mat. It needs a lot of drop. If you don't have a lot of water, you got to start getting the velocity to turn up. You got to tip it to get your velocity to go.
See, that's what I had to do with the 12-inch Dream mats that I have on the trommel that I have in the backyard.
Mm-hmm. More drop. As long as you've got volume to fill the thing. So if you don't have enough volume and then you try to drop it, anybody that's watching, I know these guys probably know, but anybody that's watching and stuff. So if you take the any sluice box or a Green Mountain Gold Trap or anything that you have this water coming through it on the creek bed and you're using it as a classifier, what you're going to do is you're going to tip. Now, when you tip, the more, if you've got it set this much and the thing's full of water, and then you decide, oh, I'm going to drop this end another 3 inches. Well, if you just drop the tail end of your machine 3 inches, the water level actually will drop less in the sluice or the classifier, but the volume's velocity, the water's velocity will pick up, which in fact drops the water level inside the unit. You got to have enough flow with those things. You got to have flow with a Vortex. Got what at Walmart, Creed? You got Vortex from Walmart?
Well, he's also up in Alaska, so they might just have mats that they sell right at Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different way of living up there, dude. I mean, there are things that are different up there that we don't have like up here or down here. There is a different way of living there. It'll take some adjustment when I go up. You know what I mean? I found out I don't have to walk to go wash my ass.
That's better.
Yeah. Creed, you almost lost me, bro. You almost lost me, dude. I wasn't going to come up, man, if I was going to have to walk my butt around to go wash my back. I was like, dude, this guy is nuts, man. He's trying to have me come up here and he ain't even got no. I got to walk back after the end of the night with my butt all wet. I'm like, dude, I'm going to freeze. A little Adirondack boy up in the Arctic Circle. I'm gonna be a bear snack. You know what I'm saying? A popsicle for some grizzly. Hey, where's Remy? I don't know. He hasn't come back from the shower yet. I don't know. And 2 days later, where's Remy? He still hasn't come back, man. I think he ran to Vermont. And now everybody down here is like, where's Remy? Everybody up there is like, where's Remy? Oh, well.
20 years later, they find
Yeah,
him
yeah, they find
walk
me in the
right.
triangle somewhere. Yeah, he's smack dab in the middle of the Alaskan Triangle, bro. Fairbanks is smack dab pretty much in the middle.
Yeah.
I got bad juju about like magnetic poles on Earth. That's something that's real in my eye. Like that's, you know, there's too many places on the ley lines and stuff that produce these like magnetic interruptions and stuff. You know what I mean? Messes with planes and stuff. Like that's one thing I'm worried about going. Is like, you know, that's what 5 in every 1,000 people come up missing up in the Alaskan Triangle each year. Plane rides, plane wrecks, people missing in the woods. You know what I mean? It happens each year. It's not a uncommon thing for people to just be come up missing up there. If you're unprepared and you're not used to the environment, it's dangerous to go out and just think that you got yourself covered. If you don't have a local there to teach you the ways, then you're pretty dumb to go walking out in the woods like that. You don't know the wilderness, how to handle yourself. Alaska might be pretty, but it'll kill you. You know, that's no joke. I'm laughing because it's dead serious, man. Alaska's pretty, but boy, will it kill you. Don't be fooled. Oh,
Especially
I am
if
a
you're
little
going,
bit scared.
going out in the winter time and stuff like that too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, so PA said don't be scared, and like, you know, I'm not scared to admit I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't scared, I wouldn't want to take the chance. After sobriety and recovery
Not
in
yet.
my end, that was something that I have to do. You know, if there's something that I wanted to do, but I resorted to not doing it because of some kind of like influence in my head that told me I was scared of doing something. Like you can't, none of us should really let fear run your lives. You know what I mean? And if I'm going to hold myself back due to things that I'm nervous about just because I haven't experienced them or, you know, then I'm holding my life back. And I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah, what's the
So,
point of that? There's no fun in that. I mean,
right.
if
There's
that-
missed
that-
opportunities.
I would have never started a YouTube channel and started recording my adventures,
Right.
stuff like
Facts,
that. Wouldn't be
bro.
up for
Big
what
facts,
I do
dude.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like I'm not a people
tomorrow,
person.
Tomorrow, I've been on YouTube for 4 years.
Awesome. Kick ass, dude. See, like, so I had low self-esteem, and like before my recovery, I had low self-esteem, addiction issues, mental health issues I didn't know how to cope with. And like to put me in front of a camera to even take a picture of me back in the day. Yeah, right, bud. I probably would have got in a physical altercation with somebody over it. You know what I mean? But like if I want to race and I want to be known as a good racer and stuff, like I didn't expect it to funnel over into gold mining or gold prospecting as well. But that's the thing is like these opportunities laid in front of my feet and I would normally ignore them because I was nervous. And it's so stupid because I lost out on like 30 years, bro. 30 years of being fearful of like what other people said. You're wasting your time or you're never going to make it or it's a worthless thing to do or following the masses ain't going to get you nowhere else.
Right?
You know what I mean? You got to pave your own way, dude. Don't do like they do. It's a sick world. Y'all got to stay true. Stay true and everything will be cool. You got to make your own trails and or you got to make your own moves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind. I messed
You
it
got
up.
to blaze your own trail.
Don't do like they do. It's a sick world. Y'all got to stay true. Stay true and everything will be cool. You got to blaze your own trails and make your own moves.
Cheers to that.
Big facts. Sorry, I stumbled on that. It's been a minute since I've said it. Yo, you got to make some moves, man, and not be scared of taking chances. I mean, if it's going to have some good opportunity for you, then by all means, shoot for the stars, dude, because you only get one life, and we don't know when the ticker is going to stop. None of us do. So enjoy the small things and just take some chances once in a while. Live a little. Don't be stupid, but live a little. Make some opportunities shine. You might find something that you never knew just because of like holding yourself back.
Right.
I think that's why I keep on with my channel. I think I do that for my channel for that's kind of what helped me push. And initially I wanted to help other people with my experience, letting other people see that things could be done. You could mess up your life and turn it around, but you could also take that life that was nothing, turn it around, and also make it more than you dreamed it could ever be. You know what I mean? And that's what happened so far. And I'm like in a dream, even though I have some tough times and stuff right now. Like, it is what it is, man. I've been through worse. It could be worse. And I'm not going to let it bring me down. We're just going to keep on moving, keep trucking. The family out here is big, and these guys care a lot, dude. So all you guys, thank you. Thanks for all your support and stuff when I be down and stuff, because I really get down when I have some personal issues, and I don't like talking about them. So got to step outside the eggshell, man. Don't be worried. I'll lay everything on the table for all you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of my mistakes. I won't ever lie, and I'm going to start my career off this way because you'll never be able to hurt me in the end. Nobody will. You can say anything about my past. I'm okay with those mistakes, and I know I've made them, and I have repercussions from them in my life, and I still have to deal with those choices. I have to trade one love for another with racing.
You never learn to succeed if you don't make mistakes.
Right. You have to be a professional mess up before you can actually like succeed at something. You're only a professional because you've messed up so much and know what not to do.
Yeah.
Yep, big facts. Better put some patents on it or someone else will.
Yep.
Which one are you talking about, bro? Because like I do have like 4 inventions going right this second. Something's gonna stick. Something's gonna stick, damn it. I'm gonna make something stick. I try telling that to people all the time, James. Legit, bro. Like tomorrow is not a promise. It is a gift. Tomorrow is never promised. And that's the crazy thing, man. Like I realized that when I had went to prison, and I've watched guys go to bed and then the next day like they don't wake up, bro.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, they're a goner in their sleep, man. And it's like they were fine just the other day. And it's like you don't ever expect that stuff. So I started to give a crap when I started to pay attention to my life and give a crap. So tomorrow is definitely not a promise, man. It's a present. You know what I mean? You live in the present because it's a gift.
Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to finish running through those cons for my trip out west this summer.
How much of that do you still have left? Still quite a bit.
Jug.
You can always send it to me. I'll go through it for you.
That's minus 50 mesh. Every pan has about 20 to 40 colors, if not more. And it's all fine flower gold and like ultra fine, like the stuff Creed gets for his Kinky Peter. Yeah, it's crazy stuff to pan out. Takes about an hour to do 1 pan of this stuff.
And how much are you putting in a pan?
A spoon. A teaspoon at that.
That's some really tough black dirt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to get some of that black dirt from here and start slinging little sample bags around you guys. Here.
Oh, this is from the Fraser River in BC.
I've heard that's pretty rough, dude.
This is some of the
Well,
hardest
it's
stuff
not.
that I
It's
have
not just
found.
straight black sand either. You also have garnet sand in there too.
Well,
That's the reason why.
that's what we have here. We get garnet, hematite, and magnetite. So we've got all three of those mixed in, and our garnets are actually black. They look black. They're called blood garnets.
Yeah.
So we don't have the ruby red ones here. But these ones here, they'll form bigger than peas, dude. They're bigger than pea chunks inside your like when we run our gold traps, we'll have pieces that are literally big enough to just fit through those things, and like they'll drop in the trap and it gets loaded quick. Those areas I classify 1/4 inch and throw everything else, dude. I don't even worry about the 1/4 plus. I throw that out and I run 1/4 inch classified buckets sitting right next to it because it's that heavy. I have to actually add a lot more drop than normal there to keep it spinning because the garnets are so heavy. And
Yeah.
then when I'm running it, I have to one of these scoops in there and I have to wait. And that's with it ripping, but I have to sit on top of the machine because it's ripping so fast to clear the material. If I
Yeah.
walk away from it and don't keep the trap loaded with material, everything blows out the back half. You know what I mean? I lose everything out the tail. So that's why I classify in those zones. So you guys see me classify in video 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, and then I'll sit down next to the classifier and sit there and run the gold trap like that. Just because those areas usually they have a lot of heavies in it, and I need to make the machine run really fast, but I can't walk away from it. If I walk away, I'm screwed. There goes all your work. I'll get an ADD moment, turn around and be working on a rock for too long, and then turn around and oh man, the darn thing's empty, man. I've been digging for 3 hours now. I'm messing with this rock and the thing's empty. I've had that happen. Was not a happy camper.
If I knew where my gem case was, I'd show you my garnets from BC. Some of them are like super tiny, like super tiny.
Yeah,
Like
some of
you
the ones that we get here are like really small too, but they're like grape jelly colored or like even like purple, like super purple. But they're small.
Hey, Creed, I'm not scared of Alaska in general. It's the thing that scares me about going is the dang plane ride. I cannot stand the thought of being in a little 3-seat Cessna. I took a ride in like decent conditions, dude, and I almost pooped my pants, bro. Like a turbulence felt like I was like getting pushed 50 feet up and then dropped another 50 feet, and you don't know when it's gonna do it. It feels like you stop moving forward and just like woof, woof. Dude, it was so scary, man. I was like, dude, no way, man. I was not brought up in planes. You know what I mean? That was the first time I ever rode one. I was like 15 or 16 years old when I took that ride. But takeoff was awesome. I love going fast, taking off fast. We took off. The lift off was sick. As soon as we got over the tree lines and the hilltops, man, and we hit turbulence, it was over. I wanted to land, bro. I was like, no, let's go. Yeah, I don't know how my cats would even react freaking going if I can go up with my cats because I don't have a babysitter for them now. But if I go with my cats, dude, I don't know how they're going to react to being in a plane. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Poor guys. They're probably going to get them and they're going to be scared to death, man.
I need to let them out of the carriers. Boof, hide.
Oh, see, that's the thing. You know, most people would be scared, Brad. You can go up there working in the winter on the roofs. Most people won't do that, bud. You got to have a little bit of crazy in you. You know what I mean? It's not for the weak, bud. You better have a set of kahunas and know what the heck you're doing because you'll die. If you make a mistake, you're gonna die. People go fall off a roof, man, in wintertime. Well, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah, I've fallen off of a roof before.
Yeah, he says we are CC, a different breed of workers here. Yeah, bud. Wait, bro. Wait until you see me, man. We get this worked out, and I get to go up there, bro. I'm gonna tell you what. You ain't gonna think the same about no backwoods Adirondack boys again. I'm gonna show you what's up. Not all of them are made like me, by the way. My dad made me work and split wood my whole childhood. Other kids, they got video games, not me. Stacy is like, he loves rough turbulence, plane rides. It's like a roller coaster. Yeah, well, I love roller coasters, but I can see the darn track and know I'm attached to something. Dude, you're in a Cessna, and it's like, dude, when I looked over the window, I'm like, bro, that's a freaking wheelbarrow tire. I was like, dude, no way. I'm like, dude, my cuz Tim was in the front seat. I was like, cuz, do you realize we're gonna land on a wheelbarrow tire? And he looks over, he's like, no shit, dude. Yeah. Takeoff was fun. The ride initially was fun. Hit turbulence. I completely lost interest in it, and I wanted to touch ground. We were coming back for a landing, and I probably had one of the biggest panic attacks in my head ever. Coming down the ground, I'm like, oh my god, don't crash. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a hold of beer and watch this moment. Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Banjo
No.
Mary.
Let me get back on the ground. Listen, it's the only way I'm going to be able to go to Alaska. So I can tell you what, I might be scared of it, but don't think for once that I'm not going to get my butt on that thing scared, because I'm going to get on that plane scared, and I'm going to be complaining the whole time. And then when I get off it, I'll still be complaining, and I'll probably complain about the plane ride having to come back. And then I'll complain about the plane ride the whole way coming back. Because at the end of the trip there, I'd be coming home like Christmas or something like that. So it's like dead in the middle of their harsh winter and stuff. Iced up wings and stuff possible, Hopefully not any bad weather when I take the plane home. But you never know in the triangle up there, bud. Their mountains up there are extreme. The change in the turbulence from the peaks that they have is ridiculous, dude. And the wind speed that they have sometimes. I never thought wind could go that fast, but until I started learning about Alaska, I was like, whoa, they got fast wind up there. Mary, planes and roller coaster. You just bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. Oh, well. Yep.
406 says, really, just take a cruise ship.
Absolutely not, bro. I'm a river rat, bud. If I'm away from the shore and I can't see that shore, no. I can swim a mile. I can do one mile swimming, and my dad made us do that as kids because we did skiing and tubing, and the rule with my dad was, because he used to be a lifeguard, the rule was, if anybody wanted to go on the boat and ride on the tubes or the boogie board or the skis or whatnot behind the boat, they had to be able to swim across the Hudson River at our house and back with no life jacket on, which is close to almost a whole entire mile, or it is a mile. We never really fully measured it, you know what I mean? But if you couldn't do that, you couldn't get behind the boat. That's about it, man. You're cramping up at a mile and you're doing slow swimming, slow side stroke, scissor kick, and you're breathing lightly and you're trying to take your time, and it really will. It'll cramp you up. Oh, dude.
What's happening, everybody?
See those little dots on that coin?
No, it's out of focus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't really. My camera's really crap. But the
Tap
little
the center. Do you have a cell phone?
No, I'm using a webcam.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, what is that?
Those are the garnets that I'm working with.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got those up here. They're
Safety
bigger
pin
than that.
for scale.
Yeah, imagine half of that dime as a garnet, bud. That's what we deal with.
That's a 5-cent coin.
Yeah. Nice.
Where's
So we
my
have the nickel or the dime, the US dime. If you take the US dime and you split that in half and make it a round circle, like that's the size of the garnet chunks that we see on average in 2 locations that we go
That's
to.
a
Look at the
garnet.
garnet that Joe's got.
Or yeah, dude, that's sick. Look at that, bro. What is that? 1 inch? God. It's
I
all
don't know where
cracked.
I forgot where I got it from. Somebody sent it to me. Oh,
I've got this small jar of
Oh,
college
cool.
garnets.
I put a little tag on it for you, Charlie. This goes to the positive lead of the pump,
All right.
the gold wire. So I'm going to send this out tomorrow.
That's awesome. Thank you, Joe.
I don't know if you'll get it by next Thursday because it has to go ground because
Stop.
of the battery.
Stop scratching that
It
freaking
should
door
get there
cat.
before Christmas.
Cat's about to be turned into a freaking winter hat here, man. Keep scratching the paint on the door. I love my kitty, but I like winter hats too.
So, hey, Remy, is there any gold up there by you or what?
No gold.
No gold?
No, sir.
Then it's not worth me taking a trip. I was gonna go.
Probably not.
I was gonna go up to Vermont, man. Or yeah, Vermont.
Oh, you're a gold eagle. All right. Well, what's up? I didn't even see the freaking name on there. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I've seen this guy before. I didn't pay attention to the name. Well, I mean, I got plenty of videos where there's gold in my pan. I don't know. You can probably evaluate yourself. I may seed, I may not seed my pans for videos. No, sir. There's no seeding in my stuff.
I got a ton of gold. I made a ton of gold, gold panning videos, but none of the dirt's from New York.
Yeah. I wouldn't legally even say it was anyways, bud, because you're gonna get nabbed. You're not supposed to take minerals out of the ground over there.
I know all about it.
And they're not nice. Like there's a reason why I moved out of New York when I ended up going to Georgia and then to Alabama, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm not going back to New York. Let's go to Vermont instead. So that's what I did. Family.
Is that where you are in Vermont?
I'm in Vermont, bud.
Oh, I thought you said you were in New York.
No, bro, I'm from New York. I'm from Glens Falls.
Oh.
You're not far off from where I grew up, dude.
Oh,
So South Glens Falls, So South Glens Falls, where I grew up in New York. So it's an hour and 6-minute drive from my house right now. So from Poughkeepsie are you south of Poughkeepsie?
I'm just south of. My dentist is in Poughkeepsie. Yeah, I'm just south of Poughkeepsie. You know how the towns are,
Yeah. They're right on top of each other down there.
Yeah.
Unless you get like Saratoga area, and then it starts like.
Yeah.
There's
the two big towns near me are Poughkeepsie is one and Newburgh's the other. Or Middletown, New York.
Yeah,
That's a little. That's west. I'm right on the Hudson. I'm right on the Hudson.
Wasn't it like 3 hours? I haven't been to Poughkeepsie in a minute though. Isn't it like 3 hours to get from you to Saratoga, Glens Falls?
Saratoga, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be a 4-hour drive for you roughly to come over and meet me and go mining.
What is it? Yeah, Saratoga is right next to Vermont or
Saratoga. So South Glens Falls is 20 minutes north of Saratoga. So South Glens Falls is an hour and 6 minutes from my house. So Saratoga to here is roughly about an hour and 26 minutes.
Oh. And you're in Vermont.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Roughly.
I would go straight up. See, I'm on the east side of the Hudson, not on the side. So I would go up to Taconic, right past Massachusetts, go into and then have to
Oh,
cross over to go into Vermont.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you could take 87 all the way up through though. You could take I-87 north.
Yeah, 87 is close by to me.
Yeah, you'll have to make that a trip when you're not on bumper morning traffic through there, because boy, you'll get stuck for a couple hours coming through the hood down there.
Mary's poking fun.
Hey, she. Of course, I got to get them. You know, every once in a while, something.
Oh man, she got a fire in her, don't she?
She does that every time. She'll
That's
pick something
hilarious, bro.
on.
We love you too, Mary. We love you too.
Where's my gold teeth? I need 3. I'm gonna
need
start
more.
yanking them out, man. I start plugging gold ones in instead.
Oh Jesus!
That's where you just take a nugget that's big enough. And
You
then-
just glue it in there. I'll be back.
That's how you get a grill right there. Just take some nuggets and
My father, when he was metal detecting, he actually found one, a gold grill, and that video I got. I don't know if it's a video or those pictures of the gold that I melted down in New York, down in the city. That grill was in there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I wasn't
I
gonna.
just can't
I
imagine
wasn't
how
gonna
much
see if it
those
fit
gold
me. I
grills
just didn't. I
actually
couldn't
go
see
in
that
your mouth.
doing it.
Because
Well,
think
you
about
know,
it. How much gold does it
24
take
karat.
to make like a grill
Yeah.
and
Quite a
then
bit.
that weight in your mouth?
When I was younger, I had 2 gold teeth. They made gold teeth. They were in the back though. One was in the back and one was up here. And I still got one. I told the dentist when they put a porcelain cap on it or something like that. Something else went wrong in there, and they had to take that one out. I told them I wanted it. What do you want it for? Because I don't want you to have it. That's why I want it.
It's my gold.
Yeah, it's my gold. I paid for it. You're going to melt it down and use it again. Well, I'm going to melt it down and use it too.
Have a good night, Culver.
Later, Culver.
I'll be.
Yeah, we're getting down to the pointy end of the night here anyway. We might just go backstage and hang out there for a little bit. I would like to say thanks to the awesome 13 people that are still here in chat hanging out, chit-chatting. Remember to smash that thumbs up. It's been a fun night. Kind of had a mishap with the pump, so until I get that fixed up and ready to go, we'll have to wait to get back to the dirt. But
Is
thanks,
it the
everybody,
pump or
for-
is it the power? It's the pump. The pump itself.
yeah, the impeller on the bottom of the pump isn't wanting to spin no more. It just buzzes.
Oh, well, sometimes you got to take that guard off and clean out all the junk on the impeller. You know.
Yeah, especially since that one doesn't actually have a guard on the bottom of it.
Oh. Well, you might have to take some of the ice cubes out of there that are in there permanently.
Yeah. Well, you got to get used to the cold water somehow. So,
I hear you. I hear you.
Hey, dude.
but I'm gonna play that outro, and we're gonna go backstage.
All right. Good night there, YouTube.
Have a great
Hello
night.
there, Bacchus, and good night to everybody.
Peace out, Boy Scouts and girls.